Today, we are so fortunate to have His Grace Padmamukha Nimai Prabhu, an elevated Vaishnava from Sridham Mayapur, the headquarters of ISKCON. Born in a Bengali family and at the young age of 19, Prabhuji joined ISKCON and dedicated his entire life in the service of Srila Prabhupada. In 2010, he received initiation from His Holiness Jarpataka Swami. Then he went to study at Bhaktivedanta Vidyapit in Govardhan Eco Village, a retreat resort, and an exemplary depiction of Vedic lifestyle. He's well versed in Bhagavad Gita, Srimad Bhagavatam, Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita, and other scriptures. Next, Prabhuji was awarded with the degrees of Bhakti Shastri and Bhakti Vaibhav, and now he is currently serving in Sridham Mayapur as a prominent instructor in Mayapur Institute and teaches intensive devotional courses such as Bhakti Vaibhav and Bhakti Shastri. Currently, he's very passionate about educating the modern generation about the importance of Vedic lifestyle and establishing true Vedic culture in the present day. So please join us in welcoming His Grace Padmamukha Nimai Prabhu with folded hands by loudly chanting the Mahamantra. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Ram,
Rama
Ram
Rama,
Ram, Hare
Hare
Hare.
Prabhuji, you can start whenever you're ready.
Okay, thank you very much. Om Jnanatimidandhasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamahyam Dadati Swapadantikam Bandeham Shri Guru Shri Juto Padakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Sri Rupam Swagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathan Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhan Vitamscha Namayomi Vishnupadaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Swaraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ramo 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 Hare Hare Vayam Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Pitale Srimate Jayapataka Swaminiti Namine Namacharya Padaya Nitayika Prabhadayine Gaura Kathathamadaya Nagargramataya Mukam Kriti Vasalam Pangulam Gayate Kidim Jat Kripatamaham Vande Shri Gurudinatarinam. Hare Krishna. So first of all, I would like to offer my heartfelt gratitude to His Grace Sarvatarak Prabhu for giving me an opportunity to serve you all here. Actually, today is one of the most auspicious day for all of us, those who follow the lineage of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in the footsteps of Brahma Madhva Gaudiya Sampradaya, because one of our Acharya, Srimad Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, his disappearance day is today. Disappearance day means on this day he left this planet. So people on this, like generally they say, call it death anniversary, and they feel, okay, today is the day we lost this person, and today is the day of a great separation and sufferings. They think like this. So in spiritual realm, it's different. Yes, one sense it's a matter of a great dismay for us, separation for us, because we have lost the association of a great personality, pure devotee of Lord. So in that perspective, today is this disappearance day is the day when the devotees they feel separation from those personalities. But also in spiritual realm, the disappearance days of the acharyas are also in one sense, in another sense, perspective, it's a matter of great joy, a joyful day also. Because on that particular day, this pure devotee of the Lord, I'm sorry, that pure devotee of the Lord, he went back to Godhead, reunited with the Supreme Personality of Godhead. He came here in this world to deliver us for our own sake, and he also had to go through all this nonsense things of this material world, and he had to tolerate all these things. And at the end of the day, now after finishing his task, he is going back to Godhead. So that is the day of joy. So we will discuss a few things about the great personality, the great persona called Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur. Some teachings from him. Actually, like in this world, there are lots of um, famous personalities, um, successful personalities, and we would like to know about them. Scientists, scholars, researchers, um, doctors, or film stars, philanthropists. Many of the people, those whom we think we consider as heroes or our role models, we would like to know about them, their biographies, their lifestyle, their teachings, their instructions, or their contributions. We want to hear. So, similarly, one great personality, Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, few of his key teachings we can hear. And why we should hear about him? It's because when we hear about this intelligent and successful people, then we can get the thought process of them. We get the access to their mind, how they would think, how could they become successful in their own life. So we get the access to their thought process, their intelligence, their mind through their words, through their instructions. So, first thing, Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur would always say, often he would say, that this material world is not a place for gentlemen. This was one of his teaching. And let us first of all discuss about that. What does it mean? This material world is not befitting for a gentleman. So now you may think that, okay, what does it mean? That means you mean to say we are not gentle. We mean we come across lots of people in this world. They are good, polite, humble, gentle, sweet, innocent from their behavior. But you are saying that, yeah, some people may be. This means that those who are gentlemen, they are not welcome, warmly welcome in this material world. One who is a gentleman, he has to suffer in this world more. Why? Because this whole material world, they are going with one particular flow. And suddenly you want to say that, no, I don't want to follow them. I want to be a good person, I want to be a gentleman. So that means you have consciously decided, or consciously or unconsciously, you have decided to go against the flow. against the flow. You can see around, look around our whole life, or you are staying in the States. So nowadays, the whole world has become so small because of this what called technology, WhatsApp, smartphone, Facebook, Twitter, internet, YouTube. Whatever is happening, wherever we can get to know. Yeah, it in one sense it's good because of technology. We can get to see many things. We can learn many things. I am sitting in India, in one corner of India. You are sitting at one corner of USA, but we can see what all going on in Africa. Somebody goes to Africa, makes some videos, puts on YouTube, or they make some documentary, or write something, some blogs or news articles. We can get to know. So we have lots of scope to learn many things. It's a good thing, we'll say. But what all things we are learning? Once, of course, we have a Bengali YouTube channel for preaching program, and uh, we have more than around 1,35,000 subscribers, community people. They're following us on YouTube, and it's mainly purely based on preaching the Krishna consciousness, the message of Godhead. So it's basically the Bengali community of devotees and people all over the world. So we keep on discussing many things with them on YouTube. So one day I was at one place in Bangladesh. So I just grabbed a newspaper. I made a video on our YouTube channel that, okay, today's news. So that was the local newspaper from that place. And I just said them, okay, today we are going to read the newspaper for you. And let's see what are the fresh newses for today. So I read the front pages, all the headlines, and I also read the back pages, the back page and front page, all the headlines. And around 20, 30, 40 newses were there, front and back. Amongst them, 60% or 70% of the newses were related to death. Something happened here. So it was thunderstrike, and some 10 people died. There was a bus accident, 15 people died. Somebody committed suicide. Somebody was murdered. Somebody was killed. And some pathetic news are there. A small girl, little girl, school girl, going girl, she mistakenly took some uh, medicine, wrong medicine for rat or some this animals, and she died. Like that, all the news are there on the newspaper, front and back side. 70% of the news are like this. So you can do the self examination. You can do it. Grab your local newspaper. I don't know how the newspaper comes. It might be the same in USA also. Just get the newspaper, read it, and check how many news are there related to death. Today, tomorrow, day after tomorrow, check for one week, and check how many news are coming. So it's almost the same. So newspaper, the news are coming. So in another sense, what we can say it, newspaper means death certificate. Same newses. They call it fresh news, na? But actually it's same old news. People are dying in this world. Yesterday somebody died by accident. Today somebody will die by suicide. Tomorrow somebody will be murdered. Day after tomorrow somebody will be there will be another kind of accident. So the news, the whole concept is same. Whole concept is the same. Just the way of dying is changing. So nonsense place we are staying in. Whole family is sitting together to watch the television. Whole family is sitting together to watch the television, the TV. Some news is going on suddenly. And the news is coming. In such and such place, the father raped the daughter. Father raped the daughter. And the whole family is watching it. Just imagine a small little girl in that family, she is also watching it. News came that a father in such and such place raped that daughter, and father is sent into the jail. So when that small little girl watches such news on the news channel, can you imagine what kind of impression will be there on her mind? Next time when she will look at her father, she will also think from that perspective. She will get terrified. At every step, we are living in this world like we are. Uh, if we are sane men, sane people, like think sanely, we can't relate to this world. The thought process of the people, how they think, how they do, a dangerous place. The world is a dangerous place. It's not a nice place. We said that, oh, wonderful. So I'm really sorry to say in the beginning that you may think that, okay, I'm so negative. We'll speak about that also. But why I am so negative, I will also speak about that. We just celebrated New Year, Happy New Year, 2020-21. Everybody was wishing each other, okay, Happy New Year, Happy New Year. May you have a blissful, wonderful year ahead, 2021. Um, so just yesterday, or day before yesterday, I made another video on our channel that 4 predictions about 2021. 4 predictions about 2021. What are they? That in 2021 also, this place is going to be a place of sufferings only. Krishna said in Bhagavad Gita 8.15, Mamupetya punarjanma dukkhalaya mashashvatam. This place is the place of suffering. We are going to suffer in this world. We haven't come here for enjoyment. Sorry to say, unfortunate to say, the truth may be bitter, but this is a bitter truth. That the place, this world we live in, this is the place of suffering. I haven't come here to please anyone. I am again sorry to say some good words, sweet words, which sound so nice. Wow. The motivating things. This is not my purpose. Because whatever I am saying from these books written by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, is Bhagavad Gita Bhagavatam that you can find from your place also. I hope all of you have at least some books of Prabhupada. If you don't have, please collect from Prabhuji, Sarvatarak Prabhu. He will give you those books. And I am speaking all these things based on his books. So in Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says this world is a place of sufferings. Just like we want to eat some sweet or something we need to eat. We need to go in a restaurant or some cafe to eat something, some canteen. We can't go to some barber's shop, some hairdresser shop, and we can't say that give me some food. We can't go to some hardware shop and get some food. We need to go a food shop, a student, to get some food. So in Sanskrit, that is called bhojanalay, granthalay. Granthalay means the place of where we get books. Aushadhalay, the place where we get medicine. Similarly, dukkhalay, the place where we get sufferings. Dukkha means sufferings. This is the place. This is the place like this. At every step, every point, it's like so much people are so much anxious, anxiety. So much in anxiety people are living in. You see, how many insurances you might have done. Just look at about yourself individually. You can think, how many insurances do you have? Insurance for car, insurance for house, insurance for this or that. I heard some people, they are doing insurance for their teeth also. So we are living in the life of like insurance. Like, so then how are you living a peaceful life? What kind of peaceful or happy life we are leading? So many insurance we need to worry about. Somebody was joking, of course, like I don't know how to say that. Somebody is joking that after some time they will make some insurance that if my wife ran away, my husband ran away, then I need to get some insurance. So, and then people have big CC cameras, CCTVs in their houses, in front of their door. So much anxiety, worry. that if someone comes and someone just snatches away my belongings or he attacks us. So we are living in the world of fear. We are always fearful. This is the naked truth. This is the naked truth that we are living in the world of fear. Every day morning we wake up, we go to the bed at night, whole day till we are awake, we are filled with fear. What will happen with this? What will happen with that? Fear with health, fear for our money, wealth, relationship, fear for relationship. So much fearful we are, isn't it? So much worried we are, isn't it? So then when do we enjoy? How can we enjoy? How can we enjoy? Some of the things we are going through them, but we don't think. Some of the things we have to go through, some situations of life, anxiety, fear. This nowadays, this kind of what they call neuro linguistic or some kind of things. They call motivational speaking. Some different fancy words they have. They use it. You might know it in United States. You might have it more. It's big business now. Even people train how to be a motivational speaker. You can get trained by them. Go through their course. They will train you to be a motivational speaker, and then you can like keep on motivating other people, and you can have your motivating agency, some seminar you can give, you can make some YouTube channel or different ways. This is a big field for earning money also, sorry to say. And we go to those people and learn from, we need to listen from them. One of my friend, classmate, schoolmate, actually he was my best friend in my school, and long days I didn't talk with him, and we don't have much connection. We didn't have much connection. Last, I think 2 months back, suddenly he knocked me on the Facebook that, okay, are you free now? Can we talk? I said, okay. So he called me, and I was talking with him. We were catching up what all things happen in between. So he said that he had to went through some mental treatment. Psychiatrist, he needed to go to them, and he had some panic attack, some kind of panic attack, and it was so imbalanced. He became so mentally imbalanced. He needed to go through some treatment, some medicine, some doctor. These and lots of things happen in between. He was sharing with me, and then at one point he was sharing that that he got some websites on the internet. There's some kind of people, they give some kind of counseling, mental counseling. This kind of people, and you can chat with them. Go to their website, talk with them, chat with them, and they talk with you and talk in such a way. They will talk in such a way that you get some mental peace, relief, and you need to connect your credit card. The more you talk, they will deduct money from your account. So uh, within a month, he said that almost how much? Almost $1,500 they deducted from his account. He didn't know. He didn't know that it was after at the end of the month. He had a credit card limit. So at the end, he went to bank account, his bank, local bank, and they told, okay, it's like zero minus balance is going on. He didn't know within 1 month, around $15,000 was deducted from his account. So he was chatting so much with them. Whole day he was chatting with them, and he was getting relief and peace. So then I was asking him, okay, what they were talking with you? What, like, he said simple thing only they were talking, but then I felt so happy. So actually, this my friend, when I was in school, I gave him a Bhagavad Gita. He was coming with me in the temple, and also he got to Bhagavad Gita. He was chanting for some time. Then after some time, he stopped it. Then I told him that actually you had a free solution. You had the Bhagavad Gita, which is the best psychology. If you would read this, then you don't need to go through all these things. Why I am saying that, it's I am not only saying that it's this is the experience of many of the people who has got it, has gone through it. Hmm. one of our Maharaj, sannyasi, is also the Badrinarayan Swami Maharaj who stays in San Diego. You might know, I don't know which state is it, but in San Diego temple, he's a temple president. So he was telling one story that uh, he has been the temple president of the temple since beginning. So one day, one of our another sannyasi, he went to the temple and he was giving class on Bhagavad Gita. And one of the best psychiatrists of that place, and Maharaj was saying that he was one of the best psychiatrists in entire USA. He was famous person. I don't know what was his name, but something like that. So that person, he came to temple. He would regularly often come to the temple, San Diego temple, and he would listen to the classes. So one day this Maharaj came to give some seminar there, and this psychiatrist is long back. The story comes from long back, maybe 20, 30 years back or something like that. So he came to the main office, Maharaj's president's office, and asked him, "Can I use your phone? I want to make a phone call." So okay, fine. So he called someone, his client, and he told them that I'm sorry that I can't keep the appointment today. We have to postpone it some other day. So from the other end, that person was telling that no, you please, you need to understand that I need to talk with you. I need to talk with you. It's very important for me. It's very important for me. I need to talk with you. So then this man, this doctor, psychiatrist, he told him that you are not understanding. You need to understand that just like you need to talk to me. I am your doctor. I am your psychiatrist. You need to talk to me. Similarly, I also need to listen to my psychiatrist. So this Bhagavad Gita, he was telling that this Bhagavad Gita, this book, this is the best book on psychology I have ever seen. I have ever read. Human psychology, human nature, behavior, very thoroughly, very scrutinizingly explained in this book. The moods of nature, the mood of goodness, the mood of passion, the mood of ignorance, how people behave in different moods. How do they behave? How do they talk? And what kind of food gives what kind of mood? What kind of food we should take? And how should we live our lifestyle? That thought process of different kinds of people, types of people, everything, everything is described here nicely in this book. So it's given here. So then I was telling my friend that why didn't you read this? You are a young educated man, you are studying many things, learning many things in life. This is also a book. Just read this and at least examine it, what is there. Because based on this book, spoken 5,000 years back in the battlefield, based on this book, lots of propagandas are going on in this world. Our whole society, International Society for Krishna Consciousness, we have more than 650 centers all over the world. 650 centers, temples all over the world. More than thousands, or these are ISKCON center temples, and small preaching centers, just like you have your Krishna house, like that many centers are there. More than thousands centers are there. Not thousand, lakhs of centers are there like that. But established temples, 650. We have farm communities. We have lots of devotees, millions of devotees connected with our movement. How come all these things have came? Based on this one book. Everything, the whole movement came based on this book. So just read this. What's big deal in that? People say that knowledge is the greatest wealth. There is, sorry, there is a Sanskrit sloka that knowledge is the wealth, vidya. Knowledge is the wealth which cannot be stolen. Which cannot be stolen. No thief can steal your knowledge. No government can put some tax on your knowledge. That okay, you have this much knowledge, give us some, pay us some tax. And just like we have ancestral property, father's property is parental property we have. So among the brothers, we have dividing the property. Okay, you take this, I take this. So knowledge cannot be divided like this. And suppose you want to go from USA to UK or some, you want to come to India, you need to worry about how many things I can carry with me, how much weight they will allow on the flight, aircraft, and all these things we need to worry that how much luggage I should take. Hmm? I should not take my luggage weight should not exceed beyond that. We need to worry about our belongings. But knowledge is the lightest thing, yet the most, in one sense, is the heaviest thing to have, and in another sense, the lightest thing to carry. Knowledge is the heaviest thing to have and the lightest thing to carry. You don't need to pay any tax for that. So, like that, try to get more knowledge. You are a student, professor, teacher, and whatever field you are from, studying more and more, many things you are studying. So why not study these books? And just at least go through. If you like it, accept it. If you don't like, fine. It's your own choice. We don't uh, push anyone or force anyone. We just we would like to just tell people, everyone, and this is our simple message that our entire movement, our entire philosophy, our entire what to say, organization, movement, propaganda, these are not sentimental. These are not sentimental. These are based on some proper, profound philosophical foundation. And these are our books. We have so many books. This is Bhagavad Gita. This is the sutra format, the just like the theory, main theory. Krishna gave 700 verses, and based on Bhagavad Gita, then again the Lord gave us Srimad Bhagavatam, 12 cantos. We have Chaitanya Charitamrita, the biography, lifestyle of the Supreme Lord when he came, how he behaved, dealt with his devotees. So we have Bhagavad Gita, the message of Godhead. We have Bhagavatam, the life of Godhead, along with his devotees. And we have Chaitanya Charitamrita. This is also life of Godhead, how he came in different incarnations, he created his pastimes. So entire thing, we have these books. Please go through them, read them, and then you decide what you want to do. It's up to you. You know, people, I don't know in USA what games you have most popular. I think that soccer or the rugby, those games are there. But in India, we have cricket, most popular game, cricket, and then football, what you will call soccer. So India is the place of cricket. You know, cricket is just like people are mad for cricket. And if you have idea about cricket, like they're playing, Sachin Tendulkar is there, or other players are there, they're playing the game. And you know how people, sorry, just a minute. I've got some heavy cough. So they're playing the game of cricket, and people, what they do is, people they came sit in front of the television set, TV set, in tea shop, tea stall, or in their houses, and they have some nice popcorn or tea, whatever they drink, and they watch the game. And they say, what are they playing? What are the nonsense? They should do this or they should do that. Sachin Tendulkar, who is one of the greatest batsmen in cricket of history of India. So how is Sachin playing like this? He should score six. He should score six. Oh, he doesn't know how to play. People are scolding so much. People are criticizing so much. So imagine, just see the situation. They are nicely sitting in their house, living room, under the AC or the fan is moving on top of their head, over their head, nicely eating popcorn or tea they are drinking, and passing comment on whom? What is he doing? He doesn't know how to play. So this is the situation of the people in this world. They like to pass comment. Oh, what are they doing? What? If you have capability, you come on the field. Come on the field and you play. The player, Sachin Tendulkar, he didn't go there just by fluke. He had that ability, the skill, quality. That's why he went there. He could go there. And that's how he is playing and representing the entire country. And we people sitting peacefully in our room and just passing on comments. So there are many people on this world, they just like to pass comment on these people are like that. They're so much judgmental. So we said that, yeah, first of all, you come and go through these books and try to know, increase your knowledge. You don't lose anything by reading books. Hmm? They said that nobody becomes beggar by buying books, and nobody loses anything by reading books. Hmm? So we have lots of books. This is our main message to everyone, whomever we come across, that we don't want to brainwash you. We don't want to brainwash you by some motivational talk or this or that. We don't want to say some sentimental things, come and do this or that. We just like to tell you, we have books. Our founder Acharya, he have written everything systematically, philosophically, logically. You come and examine these books. If you like these logics, philosophy, accept it. If you don't like, you can ask us questions. We'll try to answer you. Still, if you are not satisfied, okay, it's your life. It's your life. Hmm. So Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur, we started from this point that this place is not a place of gentlemen. So yeah, according to Bhagavad Gita, it's like this. People are so much nasty things, rubbish things are going on in this world. So many rubbish things are going on in this world. So we are not criticizing all the people, those who are good people, gentlemen, good people. Yeah, if someone is good, gentle, and moral in this 21st century on this earth, he should be given Nobel Prize. People are like at every step, people are so much corrupted in their behavior, in their thought process, in their minds. The filthiest place you can find what all things, and you can just see those by reading the newspaper. If you open the newspaper, that the scenery, the picture of the entire world comes in front of you. What they're doing and what we are doing. Hmm. So now, all these negative things we have been saying, negative, 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 negative. Actually, we are not negative people. We are, our God is not negative. But what to say? This world is like this. So we have the solution for that. We have the solution for that. The solution we say is Krishna consciousness. That also we are saying based on this book. If you don't believe on me, if you don't believe on us, please read this book and scrutinize yourself. The solution to all this problem is Krishna consciousness. Srila Prabhupada, our founder Acharya, he was in one of the country, I think USA or UK, some places, one of the places he was. And one of the reporter, TV reporter or news reporter came to him and asked him that, okay, Swamiji, you are saying that God, 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 serve God, serve God, serve God. What if at the end of your life, you come to know that there is no God? God does not exist. What if at the end of your life, you come to know that God doesn't exist? Prabhupada looked at him, smiled, and then he told him that, okay, good question. Look at us. Okay, for example, for argument's sake, let's consider your point that God doesn't exist. God does not exist. But we are God loving people or people who are serving God. Look at us. What are we losing in life? Just a minute again. Look at us. What are we losing? We are not losing anything. We have a happy lifestyle, healthy lifestyle. We don't eat dead bodies. We do not eat dead bodies, first of all. Our body is not a crematorium. What we do, we go to crematorium, either we burn the body or we bury it, graveyard. So you kill an animal, either it's chicken or fish, whatever. You kill an animal, roast it or fry it, cook it, whatever, put it inside your body. That means what? We are doing, we are burying that animal or we are burning it inside our body. We are cooking a chicken recipe, whatever. So we are doing the funeral ceremony for the chicken, and we are putting it inside our body. So our body is becoming a crematorium, graveyard. Is it a good place? Is it a nice place? Oh, our body is not a crematorium, and we wake up early in the morning, healthy lifestyle. 4 o'clock we wake up, and just like you people, what will you do? Okay, you go for party in the bar or some festival, and you put on some music and dance, drink and dance. This is your festival. Same thing we also do. We wake up early in the morning, we go in front of God, chant His name, sing, dance. Dancing in the expression of happiness. When we are happy, we dance, isn't it? Birthday, some marriage ceremony, some party, New Year, Eve party, we dance. So every day we dance. Devotees were dancing every day in front of God. We are having healthy food, best food, healthy food. And another thing, I haven't seen any of our devotee need to take some sleeping pill. Another great benefit of chanting Hare Krishna. You do not need to take sleeping pills. Hmm. Rather, when they come to Krishna consciousness, they say that, oh, what is this? We always feel sleepy. Like as soon as you take the mala, I feel sleepy. Or like earlier, maybe I would feel sleep for 4 hours, 5 hours, enough. But now 6 hours, 7 hours, I need to sleep. So you get a very sound, cool sleep. Peacefully you can sleep. A 5 years old kid, he needs to take sleeping pill nowadays on this earth, planet Earth. You might have experience about that. I don't know. A 5 years old kid. I have heard it. What I don't know how much true, but like yeah, but whatever. They do it like this. So when you chant Hare Krishna, you don't need to take sleeping pills. You get nice peaceful sleep. So these four things of life: eating, sleeping, mating, defending. Eating nice foods, sleeping nicely, and creating progeny, and then defending ourselves. The fourth thing we are doing. A dog is doing, we are doing. A cat is doing, we are doing. An animal is doing, we are doing. So no difference between us. Maybe we are doing a little bit sophisticated way. We are doing just in a sophisticated way we are doing it. But the concept is same. Four things: eating, sleeping, defending, and mating. So yeah, so if you want to do these things, look at the devotees. We are having the best food, healthiest food, and you might have experience of coming in our program uh, and having prasadam, nice prasadam. So the Prabhupada said that, yeah, if God, even though God doesn't exist, we are not missing anything in life. We are not missing anything in life. We're enjoying our life. So, okay, if God doesn't exist, fine. We had a nice lifestyle. What's the big deal? What's wrong in that? But think about yourself. You are not serving God. You are not devoted to God. If you, at the end of your own life, come to know that God does exist, then what will happen to you? If God does exist, we will go back to Godhead, go to Him. We will be rewarded for our devotion. And if God doesn't exist, okay, we had a nice lifestyle. But if God does exist, what will happen to you? So let's have a chance. Let's give it a try, isn't it? Why to take the risk? Why to take the risk? Let's see if God does exist or not. So for that, we read these books thoroughly. It's not some casual things. Okay, just come, some ritualistic thing. Okay, some of you might be from India also, being there in the connection with the program. Okay, we came from India, and in India they would do this kind of thing. Okay, here also, just to have some kind of social gathering, bonding, we come together once in a week and have something. Fine, it's not like that. This is not a social thing. It's not some political or some kind of other thing. It's the life. This is the very meaning of life. Krishna consciousness, purpose of life, what we are doing, why we are doing. So a sane man should have this kind of questions. A sane man should have this kind of question. What is the purpose of my life? I am doing this for whom? For whom? And what will happen to me? So these questions you should ask openly, and then the answers, various versions of answers are there in this on this planet Earth. Okay, you go through them, learn them. So we have our own answer on Bhagavad Gita, and you compare our answer with other things, our answer with other things, and you compare it, and you decide yourself. Same mother has two sons. One mother has two sons. One son is healthy, strong and stout, looks beautiful, fine. Another son became handicapped from birth, some kind of complications with life, some beginning. So the question is, what is wrong with him? What was wrong with this youngest child? What did he do wrong? Why did it happen? How come did this happen? Same mother, from same womb, two living beings came. Two sons came. One became very good, healthy, strong, and stout, looks beautiful. Another had problems. Why is it so? So these are the questions we can ask. We should have this question within us. Then our job is to create questions. Our job is to instigate the questions. Then the answers are there in these books. So the more we are negative about this material world, the more we are positive, highly positive about the spiritual world. A world exists beyond our realm, beyond our perception. So the point is, see, you may say that, okay, all these things are fantastic stories. Nice, these things are nice to hear, fantastic stories. Why to believe in them? I can share one nice article with you. I will share with Sarvadara Prabhu the article. Maybe he can share with you. One, this Maharaj Bhadranarayan Swami, he stays in San Diego Temple. So he wrote one nice article and on our dandavat.com that why to believe in Vedic scriptures. I will share this. He was saying that, okay, both the scientists and the Vedas, you may say, tell fantastic story. You may say that the Vedas, the sadhus, they are telling some fantastic stories. Oh, God is there, this happens, spiritual world, hell and heaven, all these things. You scientists also have some fantastic stories. Now, whom to believe on? Whom to believe on? Lots of fantastic stories scientists tell. They themselves have their own argument. Okay, there was the deer. The deer was going, it was trying to eat some fruit from the tree, and it was putting its own neck, then it became giraffe. So what is this? Some theory of evolution or some other kind of things. So like in science also, you have lots of like axioms. They call it axiomatic truth. Lots of axioms are there. This is like this, that is like this. So why do we believe in that? Those, like in our science, I remember in our high school, we had that gravitational force. We need to get the value of that. How much is that? 9.8 meter per second square. G is equal to that. So we had that in our physics lab. We need to go through the examination, do the examination, and find out the calculation how much it comes. Does it come? So it would not come to that exact 9 point, I think 81, something like that. I forgot those. So nobody could get the exact thing, but the teacher would say that, okay, try to get it as closer as possible to that. So why is that? Who told that it should be only 9.8? Why should not be 9.7 or 9.9, 9.10? Why should it only be 9.8? Because no, our father of physics, he has proven it. Newton, he has proven it. So you have to believe in him. See, you have father of physics, you have father of chemistry, biology, zoology, everything else. So you have your own father, and we can't have our own father. So just like you have father of physics or chemistry, we have father of spiritual science. Those are our acharyas. So Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur is one of them, father of spiritual science. So we listen to Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur. You listen to, okay, first of all, I am always telling you. I am not accusing any of you here, and just addressing on that theory, on the concept, not personally any of you. So you believe on Einstein, Darwin, and other people. I believe on Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur. What is the logic in this? Let's come and discuss. You please read our books and see if you find some logic or not. So right now we are working on a project called on reincarnation. This is another phenomenal thing, like another thing point to discuss or think, consider upon. Reincarnation. A lot of books being written and have been written on this reincarnation. It's not that only the religious books. Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam talks about reincarnation. Lots of people, scientists or people from your world have written lots of books on reincarnation. There is one person called, I think, Ian Stevenson. So that person that he wrote lots of theories, like what to say, lots of books on those. He had a whole gigantic his department for this researching on reincarnation, and lots of stories he has documented. Some stories are hypnotized, some are spontaneous stories on reincarnation. So now scientists are researching on those, but our books, our religious books, Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam already talks about them. There was one person, he came and he could remember his past life. He could remember his past life, that in past life he was a big millionaire, or billionaire, something he was. He had lots of like that money. So he came and he told in the court that I was such and such person in my previous life, and now I am this in this life. So they did all lots of research, investigation, and they found out, yeah, exactly it was matching how this person died and where he kept what, everything. Some password, this and that, everything he told, it matched. So they said, okay, fine. The judge asked him that, okay, fine, even if we accept that you are that person, that rich man you were in your previous life, what do you want us from now? What do you want from us now? So he said, I want my money back. I want my wealth back, those property back. Give me those, because I was that person in my previous life. I want to prove that, and I want to get those. The judge said, no, that is not possible. Once you died, everything went from your clutches. You don't own them. So this is the point, that even if we die, and even if we come in next life, and we may think, okay, I was such and such person. I was Padmamukha Nimai Das in Mayapur. I had so much. I was a billionaire. I had lots of money, wealth, and land. Give me those. I won't be given those. So, and I won't be able to take those with me. I won't be able to take this with me. So I would like to end here with one short story. There was one rich, wealthy man, affluent man.
It's 11 o'clock.
He was a bit proud of his wealth and prosperity, possessions. So what happened? And he was a little bit arrogant also. So he would give in charity also. Okay, I give on charity. So there are some people who give charity in the mood of arrogance. Arrogantly they give. It is also being discussed in Bhagavad Gita. Yeah, it's like the psychology they talk in Bhagavad Gita, everything in detail, scrutinizing details, just talk here. So that man was arrogant. He would give charity. Okay, take it. What do you want from me? Take it. I am a rich man. So he would think that he's a great charitable person, but he was so much arrogant, proud of his wealth. So one sage one day came to him, somehow or other happened to come there, and the rich man asked him, what do you want from me? Ask anything, I will give you. So sage could understand that this person is arrogant of his wealth. So he wanted to tell him something. He said, okay, I need something from you. I need a help, small help from you. So what help can I do? Tell me anything I can give you. So the sage asked this rich man that I have a small needle. Needle, how we stitch our clothes? I have a small needle, very tiny, narrow, small needle. But it is it's so tiny and like it's often it's missed. I just lose it. So I am in a great struggle with this small needle. Can you help me with this? How can I help you? He said that just keep this needle with you. Just keep this needle with you. I don't need it now. After I die, I will go to heaven, and that time I will need that. So when you also die, you will come to heaven now. So you can bring this needle with you and give this needle to me in heaven when we meet there. That time I will take it from you. Okay? Keep it with you nicely, safely. Once we meet you in heaven, I will take it back from you. So that man was thinking, what did he just said? He said, wait a minute, what does it mean? That how can I take this needle with me? How can I take this needle with me in heaven, after life, after death? I don't know what will happen to me. Like, why will I die first of all? Who will be with me? Whether I will be get some able to get drink some water or not during death, or whether I will be able to stay with my family during death, my own death, or who will bury me or burn me, and how can I take this needle? How is it possible? Tell me how to take it. So then this sage said him that this is the point I want to tell you, that when you are not sure, you don't know how to take this needle with you after death, then why are you so much proud that you have so much wealth, so much possessions, belongings? What do you do with all these things? You won't be able to take anything with you. This COVID 19 has also taught us this lesson. Anytime anything can happen, your own family members won't look at you, or like they won't be able to help you. Hmm. So, different things. Like often, that's why, yeah, on a funny tone note, once a news came on, it's not a funny actually, it's not funny, pathetic situation, but still, how the material world works. One person was walking on this, one young man was walking in a park. He was walking in the park and suddenly saw a beautiful girl sitting there on a park bench. And that man was looking at that girl and walking. And of course, he might be dreaming in his mind, okay, I will go along with her in waterfall, on mountains, a bit different thing like people think in the movies and all. So he was walking, and there was in that part that manhole, that drainage system, it was open, and he just fell in that and died. And died. Can you imagine how pathetic situation is that? He might be dreaming so many things in life, in his mind, lots of plans he had, but what kind of pathetic death he had? In manhole, he fell down, and in that kind of place, he had to die. Filthy place, he died. Hmm. Last time I went to Bangladesh, there was malaria. That disease was spread out, and there was a big hero of Bangladeshi movie star. I don't know, I forgot his name. What was there? Yeah, big hero was there, and it was reported on the newspaper channel that that hero was affected by malaria. Hmm. And he was a superhero of that Bangladesh that movie industry. So in the cinema, he would give one punch and he would make flat 10 villains and all. But here he is defeated by one small, tiny and puny mosquito. One big police commissioner, he was affected by malaria. So a police commissioner, everybody fears from me, and nobody dares to talk with me. But now I can't do anything in front of a small mosquito. So this is our capacity. that we can't face a little tiny mosquito. We are helpless in front of the nature. In front of nature. So the COVID-19 taught us this lesson that, yeah, lots of memes and lots of jokes were there, pictures, cartoons were there on the cloud, on the internet, that earlier people would be outside moving and the animals would be inside the zoo, inside the caves. And now people are inside the cage, inside the house, and animals are roaming around. Nature bounces back, nature reacts. So if we go in a synchrony with the nature, how God created us, for what purpose, what we are meant to do, how we should eat, how we should live. If we do like this, we go in synchrony with nature and God. The nature helps us, God helps us. Life becomes actually, although even though it's a place of suffering, but still, to some extent, we can compensate it. And if we serve God, actually, we can reverse it 180 degree. The same place of sufferings can be a place of happiness if we serve God. This is told in Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam. A devotee is always happy because he is not afflicted by this traumatizing and dangerous conditions of the material world. He is the material world. All this, what to say? Open the dictionary, search in dictionary. All this kind of words, a place of sufferings, misery. All the synonyms are there, so you can like this place is like this. If we don't serve in God, if believe in God, if we don't serve God, then we are just so much fearful, so much anxious, traumatized. We don't know what is going to happen the next step. Next step, what is going to happen? We don't know. One person was lying down and somebody called him. He just came from the bed. Suddenly the ceiling fan fell down. He was lying down on the bed, chatting on his phone. Somebody called him to come here from next room. He went to talk and suddenly, just as soon as he stepped out of the bed, the ceiling fan fell down. This thing happened, of course. By the way, this thing happened in India and Bangladesh. In US, I don't know, everything might be okay, but in India and Bangladesh, this thing, suddenly ceiling fell, come down. This happened, that happened. So building fell down. So it happened. So we don't know when, what is going, next step. Now our class is going to end. It's 11 o'clock at night here in India. Tomorrow morning, whether I will be able to wake up from bed or not, I don't know. So it's like this place, uncertainty. We make big plan, big ambitions, goal of life, but suddenly everything is crushed, devastated by one slight indication of nature. So we are helpless in front of material nature. So we need to surrender to the creator of the material nature. One who created this material nature, we need to surrender to him. Then only we can be saved from this material nature. Otherwise, we have our Bhagavatam class course. So one day I was showing them that okay, this it says the material world is the place of suffering. So I went to YouTube. I was searching some Hollywood movies, devastating. I was just randomly searched some Hollywood movie scene of destruction, annihilation, and some Hollywood movie scene came. Some tsunami, this and that. Building was crushing, and like ocean water came. Like maybe after the class you can search something and watch some and see for a clip. The world is like this. Anytime a slight indication of the nature will come, our entire world will get devastated. Yeah. Like for example, in your house, in your kitchen, maybe some small ants came, small kind of insect or some kind of small ants came, are there. So what do you do? Suppose you take some water and just pour some water there. So for you just put 1 cup of water, just put there. But for the ants, oh, it's a great flood. For the ant, it's a great flood. Okay, women and children first. Men go this way, women go this way, children go this way. Yeah, it's a tsunami has come. We are going to die now. It's like Titanic, the Titanic movie I watched in my childhood. Like I still remember some scene like all this, uh, what called the ship was broken into pieces. I said, what is this? What are they showing here? And people very happy. People are very happy to watch this. Wow, wonderful! Eating popcorn. It's happening like this. So this is our condition on this world, that we are seeing in front of our eyes. So many things are happening, but still we are so happy. Oh, these things won't happen with me. I am exception. Once I was in Bhopal in Madhya Pradesh. I was going by car in Bhopal city. Suddenly I saw one advertisement on the street. I don't know in USA if we have this kind of advertisement or not, but in India we have on the every streets, nook and corner, big billboards, signboards, and ads are there. So there was one furniture, particular furniture ads were there, and they said it. I was reading it that it said it was 6 years back. I still remember something vaguely. Like they call it, rules are for common people. Rules are for common men. Exception is for me. I repeat again. Rules are for common men. Exception is for me. Within quotation. And then it says that if you think like this, then this furniture is for you. Understood the point? Inside the inverted comma, it said the rules are for common men. Exception is for me. Unquote. Then they said that if you think like this, then this furniture is for you. People think like this, that I am exceptional, nothing will happen to me. Nothing will happen to me. Srimad Bhagavatam gives another analogy that suppose you are sitting and watching some interesting cricket match or football match or some TV serial movie, exciting scene is going on. In India, I give the example, suppose you are watching some India-Pakistan cricket match. Last over, 6 balls remaining. India and Pakistan, it's World Cup final match, 6 balls remaining. Most exciting moment. At that time, if someone calls you, please come. I want to talk with you. Go to hell. I just want to watch this movie. Isn't it so exciting? Even if you pay him 10,000, 1 lakh also, I know I won't come. I want to watch this movie, like, or this last 6 balls. That much people are attached. Suppose you think about any TV serial or some kind of movie or kind of sports match, what you like the most. Your most favorite TV show on the channel, you are watching it. Wow. With so much concentration, deep meditation, absorption, you are watching it. Suddenly you see that one king cobra has entered in your room, drawing room, in your TV room. It is scrolling, coming towards you. How many of you would be able to enjoy that TV serial at that time, this movie or match? Wow. Okay, we will address it later. Fine, wait for half an hour or 10 minutes. Let me finish this match and I'll talk to you. This world is like this. That we are happily going on. But this king cobra is waiting for us, this death. Anytime it may strike on us, it may bite us, anytime, at any moment. So, actually, why I am terrifying you, I am telling all this fearful, because, see, it's common fact. Bhakti, service to God, are on 4 levels. Step 1, 2, 3, 4. First step is based on fear. Bhaktivinoda Thakur said that. First is bhai, fear. Second is some kind of desire. I want this, I want that. For that we come to God. Third level is sense of duty. I need to worship God. I should serve God. Sense of duty. And fourth is love for God. Fear, desire, sense of duty, love for God. So even if people have fear for next life, afterlife, about death, people should be God conscious more. So of course, the fearful bhakti is not first class, but still, let's start from this level. Then we come to that next level, some desire, and then come to sense of duty. I should serve God. Then gradually you get love for God, worship Him. This there. So at least even we should be fearful actually of this material world. Otherwise, if someone doesn't agree with me, I can't say anything. I'm sorry, but actually, I am very much fearful. I am very much fearful. If we devoid this world from God, we're very much fearful. But if we connect this world with God, then no reason for fear. We are fearless if we connect this world with God, because everything belongs to God. What will happen? What will happen? We can then openly say that I will never die. No coronavirus COVID can kill me. No terrorist can kill me. No murderer can kill me. Uh, no snake can kill me. Why? Because I am soul. I am eternal part and parcel of God. So I don't fear. I don't fear. So yeah, we have to come to that realization that transcend this bodily level. Then only you come to that point of realizing ourselves as a spirit soul, and then it becomes so blissful, joyful, delightful. Okay, thank you very much. Hope your 2021 goes well in God consciousness and Krishna consciousness. We get the true meaning, essence of our life. And if we have already got, we should go, we should work on that, should go ahead with that. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna
Thank,
Prabhuji. Thank you
thank
so
you very much.
much for illuminating our hearts with the jewels of Bhagavad Gita and so systematically explaining the glories of Krishna consciousness and how it is the only way uh, that will truly make us happy, and bringing in the most intriguing conversation about the uncertainty of our life. And it was very much needed because it's a wake up call for us to finally be serious in our spiritual life. We know it is very late over there, and we really appreciate you spending so much of your valuable time with us. Would you like to take some questions before we move on?
Yes, we can take if there are questions.
Okay. So, from the audience, if you have any questions, please
I have
feel.
one question. Prabhu, we enjoyed your presentation. He said we need to surrender to who created the material world.
Yes.
If that is the case, why he is creating the material world that we are involved and indulging it and suffering?
Okay, good
Couldn't be
question.
done different way?
Okay, good question, Prabhu. That why did God create us? Um, One devotee came to Prabhupada and asked the same question. That, Prabhupada, why did Krishna create this? He is the main uh, guilty or person to be blamed. He is the main culprit. Because of him, we are suffering here. If you don't create this material world, we don't need to come here and we would not need to go through these sufferings. Why did he create this? So Prabhupada became so angry on him and he said that you nonsense, you rascal. Krishna didn't create this world. You created this world. He said that I created this world. How come? I don't know. How come I have created it? Prabhupada, please explain it to me. So then Prabhupada said that actually you wanted to enjoy. You wanted to enjoy in this material world, or you wanted to enjoy being separated from him. That's why he had to make a facility for you. So another thing, this material world is a jail, a prison house. It's a prison house. Just like why did the government has created a prison house? Because some citizens of this country, they are so obedient, they are so nice that they want to break the rules. They want to do anything and everything, whatever they like. So that's why for those kind of people, government has created this prison house and jail. So again, it's unfortunate and bitter truth to hear that we are those criminals, disobedient sons of God who wanted to enjoy separately from God. So therefore, we were in the kingdom of God and we were with Him, but then we wanted to enjoy separately, and He got right to convince us as our most loving, dear, most loving Father. He wanted to convince us that no, don't think like this. You can't do it. It's unreal. It's false. You cannot enjoy being separate from me because nothing exists outside of me. I am everything. Everything is within me. So you can't be separate from me and enjoy. But we were stubborn. So then God had to create this illusory material world. Go there, be the Lord, control over whatever you want to control on, and yeah, you suffer. So then the God sent us here in this material world, and this mother goddess Durga is here, and she is given the charge of this entire prison house. She is the jailer, jail superintendent, whatever we say, police commissioner, whatever. So she was entrusted to correct us, rectify us, and we are going through this experience. So like Trishul is there, na? Durga has Trishul. So one devotee told one senior devotee was explaining that how does it work? That actually goddess Durga, Mother Durga, she put the Trishul behind us in our backside, in our back, and she just stuck it like this. Okay, go towards Krishna. Krishna is in front of us, and Durga is behind us, and she put the Trishul and she is pushing us. Go towards Krishna. Go. But we are saying no. I won't go. We are going backwards. Durga is trying to put us frontward. Go in the front. Go ahead. Go towards Krishna. But we are going stepping backward. So what is happening? This Trishul, this three spokes is entering more and more and more. So we are responsible for our own sufferings. God is not. And another thing then, why we need to go through these things. Actually, Prabhupada again told that there are 4 types of learners. People learn in 4 ways. Number 1, they learn by sound, by hearing. Don't do this, okay, they learn it. Second is they learn by sight, by seeing. When they see some events happen in front of them, then they learn. Third is they learn by suffering. This happened, that happened. They go through some experience, then they learn. And the fourth is they don't learn at all. They do not learn at all. They are called stubborn. They're called 4S. Sound, seeing, sound, sight, suffering, and the fourth guys are called stubborn. So when father had 4 sons, he told all of them that don't steal. Stealing is not good. Stealing is not good. Don't steal. The first son, elder son, he heard the father, learned it. Okay, I won't steal. He learned it in first class. He learned by sound. The second son, he thought that, why is it so? Why is it so? I don't believe in my father. So one day he was going by the marketplace and he saw that there was a big crowd. They were crowding around. He went inside. What happened? So then they told that, okay, people caught a thief here. The thief was stealing and he was caught in the thievery. And they are nicely treating him, nicely welcoming him, the thief, in the bazaar marketplace. So then this person, the second son, he saw it. Oh, my father told me not to steal. Stealing is not good. He learned it. Third son, he also saw it. He said, no, maybe this thief was foolish. That's why he was caught. But I am so intelligent. I am graduate from IIT, NIT, or I am a doctor, or I am engineer, or I am a lawyer. I am so educated, so I am so intelligent and clever. I won't get caught. So this son, he went for stealing and he was caught. And then he was put in jail behind the bars. Then he realized, oh, whatever my father told is true. I should not steal. Third son. The fourth son, that son, he also heard his father, didn't learn. He also saw like his second brother, he didn't learn. He also stole and he was caught and he was put behind the bar. But in the jail, he started to think, last time actually because of my just foolishness or because of this reason, I was caught. So next time once I go out of the jail, I will have some innovative, some new invented, upgraded way of stealing so that I don't get caught. So thinking for some upgrading his stealing capability, skills. But still he won't learn. He's so stubborn. So like that. So we might be among the 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, whichever category we are. Mostly in this world, we are in the third category. We learn through sufferings. And yeah, either third or fourth even, we don't learn at all. So then we need to go through the suffering. That's why they tell now, experience is the best teacher. Experience is the best teacher, isn't it? But in Vedic way, this is the third class teacher. In Vedic education system, experience is the third class teacher, not the first class. First class teacher is sound. Listen from your elders, listen from your teachers, listen to the scriptures and learn. First class is learn through sound by hearing from elders, from teachers, from spiritual masters, from the scriptures. So if you cannot learn in second class is learned by seeing, observing things. And if you cannot learn by this also, then third class is by experience. You experience and learn. So in this material world, we call it experience is the best teacher, but actually in our Vedic way of saying that this is a third class teacher. So yeah, yes, this is the point.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Prabhu. Can I ask a question?
Okay, yes, Prabhu.
Yeah, let me say everybody a very, very happy new year. I wish that this 2021 is better for everyone. You have a successful and healthy and happy new year. Prabhu, I enjoyed hearing you. Actually, I
Thank you very
much enjoyed whatever you had to say today. And I heard myself actually when you were speaking to us, I heard myself speaking to some non-believers long time back. And there are two important things here. One is the psychology. Now, if you want to improve the human psychology, then, and if you want to give the people a sense that they are more than this mortal body, even though if that were not true, even if that was false, even if there is no God and there is no afterlife, still, if you want to strengthen the people, a dying person, or even a living person, okay, what is better than telling them that vasan sijunani yata vihaya navani ganati naruparani, or nainam chidanti sastrani nainam dahati pavaga? What's better? I mean that's wonderful. And when you tell that, people, they feel that okay, they are part of something that's bigger than us, because wrongly or rightly, we all want to believe that we are not what just little body. We are better than that, and we are bigger than that. And again, I have had my shares of miracles. By the way, I'm from Agra. I was born in Agra, and I have my own shares of miracles. And one day I will tell those stories. But I also oscillate, sometimes between, okay, there is a God and there is no God, and there is God and there is no God. And I explain to my wife and my son and others that, hey, it's better to play safe. Even though if you don't believe, what's the harm? At least it provides you some psychological and emotional support. But actually, I'm a true believer, and I want to thank you for your presentation.
Thank you very much. Yeah, the point is same that first of all, by serving God, we don't lose anything. We don't lose anything. And secondly, we don't need to do extra thing. Just like a Bengali saying, they said that it doesn't cost you anything to be a good man, to be a gentleman. It doesn't cost you anything. Just be a gentleman, like a good man, good person. It doesn't cost you. Like not that you have to pay someone or you have to spend something. One who is a good means he's a good. A person who is a good person, even if you tell him that I will pay you 1 lakh, you just kill this person, he won't kill. Like he's a good, like the thing. Yeah. For the question is like this: if we wake up in the morning, should I brush my teeth today or not? Do we ask this question? Should I brush my teeth or not? No. Every gentleman or like a clean, neat and clean person, brush my teeth. No, I won't brush. Should I brush or not? No question. Point. No question. Like Prabhupada went to one place. Yeah. Like yeah, for Bhaktivedanta Thakur's disappearance just today. There's a story regarding him. I think he or he sent his disciples to preach in Burma, in Myanmar, current Myanmar, or I think he himself went, or yeah, he also went there. So they hired a place there, a house, apartment. They were preaching from there. So their neighbors, The neighbors came and complained that what all you are cooking? We can't tolerate that strong smell from your food. What are you cooking? What is this nonsense, nasty things? So what were they cooking? They cooked fresh puris in fresh, like pure ghee, cow's ghee. They cooked puris, fried puri on pure ghee. They took from India and they cooked it. And that fragrance, the smell of that puri cooked in pure ghee, these people, his neighbors, couldn't tolerate it. So do you know what were their food habit? Those local people. I don't know what, either normal people, some kind of tribe, whoever they. So their food habit was that whatever animals would die in the locality, rats, cats, bats, lizards, and cockroaches, and whatnot, whatever roams around, whatever would die, they would collect them and they would put them in a drum in front of their main gate or whatever, in a drum. And throughout the year, they would keep on storing them, collecting, and put them entire year. And maybe they would put some water or whatever. It would be like this. So at the end of the year, they had a festival, a particular festival they had. And on that festival, they would open the drum and all these dead bodies, rotten dead bodies throughout the year, they would cook a nice feast and meal and they would eat that. So now if they said that, okay, we'll give you $1 million, but you have to eat that food. I don't know how many people will agree. The sane man won't agree never. What? Nonsense. Prabhupada went to Africa for preaching in some places. I don't know which place exactly. And he was giving lecture, preaching. So the people, local people are sitting there. The mosquitoes are flying. Mosquitoes and flies were flying. Those people, they just caught the fly, ate it. So Prabhupada told that in our Krishna consciousness movement, we have 5 rules and regulations. No meat eating, no gambling, no intoxication, no illicit sex. And the 5th one is no eating flies.
Mhm.
Don't eat the flies. So now, do we need to be told don't eat flies? Suppose your friend comes in your house, your close friend. Do you need to tell him, hey, don't steal anything from my house? Don't steal. Don't steal. I have CC camera. Don't steal. No, you like he's a good man. We don't need to tell that. But if that person has some history of stealing, then maybe we need to tell. So similarly, you just see that like even if people pay us $1 crore also, $1 billion also, we won't eat those kind of things. Mosquitoes or rats, bats, even like that. So now, for us, if someone said that you can't eat rat or bat or this, okay, what a big deal. But for them, if you say you can't eat flies or you can't eat rats or bats, my God, how can I live without eating rats or bats? How can I get where will I get my protein? Where will I get my energy, strength if I don't eat rat or bat or cat or lizard or dog? So it depends on the consciousness. So similarly, just like we are, what to say, we are feeling kind of sensation in our body just by hearing that we don't like to hear that actually. Similarly, those who are in the mood of goodness, when they hear that, okay, these people, they eat chicken or they do this or this kind of thing, they steal or they are killing other animals or that don't serve God, they feel so pity on us. So it's like each level we cross, just like when we are in class 2, it seemed that to study these books was so difficult. Go through these books, class 2 books, second standard. Then we came to class 4, fourth standard, fifth standard. When we came to fifth standard, okay, second standard was so easy. A, B, C, D was so easy. But fifth standard study was so difficult. But then when we came to 10th standard, oh, standard 5, it was so easy. Then we come to university, oh, high school, class 10, it was so easy. So each level we cross, the earlier level becomes so easier for us. Similarly here also, each level of consciousness we cross, the earlier level, the lower level becomes so, what to say, we ourselves feel some kind of pity on ourselves. Sometimes we feel embarrassed. Sometimes you may think of your own life. Okay, 10, 20 years back, I went to somewhere, I did this thing, I did this mistake, I told him this person. Sometimes we feel embarrassed. Or maybe Facebook is one good thing. You go to your Facebook. 7 years back, I went to this here, I went to there, and I make some Facebook post. Now, Facebook will remind you that after 7 years back you made a post. And sometimes you will feel a little bit embarrassed to see your 7 years old post. Oh, I wrote this 7 years back. I can't believe. 7 years back, I only wrote this. How childish I was at that time. Kiddish, how like immature I was 7 years back. I can't believe my own mind. Same thing. Which is what happened after 7 years? The same person, me, I have upgraded myself in my consciousness. So now the 7 years back post seems very childish, very immature to me. So similarly, if when we upgrade our consciousness from the mode of ignorance to passion to goodness and then pure goodness, and we feel that this ignorance and these things are sometimes like you feel, truly speaking, we feel like spitting at our own self. Truly speaking. There is actually why I'm saying that, because there is a sloka in our by one acharya. He said that the moment I got connected to Krishna consciousness and I started relishing the newer and newer laws of Krishna consciousness, relishing that, and the lotus feet of Krishna became imprinted in my mind and heart. So at the time when I would remember my early Krishna or before Krishna conscious life, material enjoyment, then my face would become what to say. I would spit at my own thought, at my own self. One acharya called Yamunacharya, he told that. I would spit at my own self. So that happens with us also. Will happen with us once we evaluate ourselves, once we evolve through this journey of consciousness. It's everything the game of consciousness actually. The more we upgrade ourselves, the more we feel that relief. Okay, thank you.
And one more thing I wanted to share with you, that our Lord Krishna, or whatever name we give him or her, is all powerful and very benevolent. And all you have to do, just call one time, and he will just come and take over.
Yes.
One of the most important thing is this, that surrender is important. Surrender without doubt. And even though a lot of us have read a lot of books and do a lot of worshiping and a lot of rituals, still we have doubts. But when you surrender, or we surrender without doubt, then you see the power of the Lord. Remember in Mahabharata, Draupadi kept fighting. And then finally she gave up and said, Sri Krishna. And until she was fighting and she was dragged on the floor, I mean, Krishna did not do anything at all. But when she surrendered and said, okay, Sri Krishna, and then the miracle of the Lord, and I have seen so many of them actually, personally. So it's important to surrender without doubt. And if we do that, then we see the power of the Lord manifest one way or the other. He or she, he will come and take over. Because now that's his responsibility.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Prabhu, for answering all the questions. It was very fascinating to hear. Does anyone else have any other questions before we move on?
We have a lot of questions, but I think time is running out. Maybe we'll find another time to talk personally, clarify some of the, yeah. I think.
Definitely. Like Prabhuji mentioned earlier, He runs two YouTube channels. One is Paratattva, that's the Bengali channel, and then there's the English channel called Back to Godhead. So please do check them out. You will find all kinds of topics that are discussed in the videos in the channels. So please do check them out. And we really humbly request Prabhuji to please come back again and again and give us more of your association so we can learn from you and be enlightened. Thank you so much, Prabhu.
Vishnu Priya, can you please send those links actually in the WhatsApp?
Yes, we will share it in the WhatsApp group.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hare Krishna, everyone.
Thank you very much for.
I offer my gratitude to the audience and a special offering to Padmamukha Nimai Das Prabhu. So he gave his valuable time at middle of the night for our benefit. And by his practical experience, practical sadhana, he actually proved our life is like a laboratory, it's a big laboratory. Because if we have negative attitude, negative thinking or fearfulness, then we will not pass our exam. Some of you are doctors, some of you are engineers, some of you are big, have big degrees, but you have negative thoughts. That is why you got that degree. So in our life, if we think life is like a laboratory and we have some negative thinking, then we'll cross over this material suffering, and we can go back to Godhead. We will get Krishna Prem. We will get Krishna or back to our Lordship, Sri Krishna. And you all are so devoted mentality. You all are so nice devotees. So please Prabhu's advice and please read Bhagavad Gita. Then we can get all the answers, true sense, and our life will be successful. So thank you again. The next program is we're going to chant 108 of Lord Nishingadev's name. So everybody will be enjoy in your this new year and get prosperity, good health, and everybody will be happy. So once again, thank you so much. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Thank you so for giving me this opportunity to have this nice association with all of you, and nice. It was nice, wonderful to talk with all of you. Hare Krishna.
And you take care because I think you little bit sick. Got called in Mayapur. So much called my parents are there also, and other relatives. I had some call. So please take care. Hare Krishna.
Okay, thank you. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
So we will move on to the next part of the program where we will offer 108, we will chant 108 names of Lord Nishingadev for the welfare of everyone. And as many of you already know, one of our prominent spiritual master, His Holiness Jaipataka Swami Gurmaj, is not well. So we are especially dedicating this entire program and also offering to Lord Nishingadev for his quick recovery and all the other devotees and rest of the world. So please join us as we chant 108 names of Nishingadev. This is very, very auspicious, and we recommend you actually chant this at home every day. So I will be sharing my screen so you can see the names, and you can also
So this is a very auspicious prayer by chanting the 108 names of Nrsimhadev. It protects us from any misfortune and it gives us good health. And also we are praying for our spiritual master. So just repeat after me. I will repeat each names and you just repeat after me. Om Narsimhaya Namaha. Om Mahasimhaya Namaha. Om Divya Simhaya Namaha. Om Mahabalaya Namaha. Om Ugra Simhaya Namaha. Om Mahadevaya Namaha. Om Astambhajaya Namaha. Om Ugra Lochanaya Namaha. Om Raudraya Namaha. Om Sarvat Bhutaya Namaha. Om Srimanaya Namaha. Om Yoganandaya Namaha. Om Trivikramaya Namaha. Om Harine Namaha. Om Kolahalaya Namaha. Om Chakrine Namaha. Om Vijayaya Namaha. Om Jayavardhanaya Namaha. Om Panchananaya Namaha. Om Param Brahma Aya Namaha. Om Aghoraya Namaha. Om Ghora Vikramaya Namaha. Om Jwalan Mukhaya Namaha. Om Jwala Maline Namaha. Om Mahajwalaya Namaha. Om Mahaprabhuhaya Namaha. Om Niti Lakshaya Namaha. Om Sahasrakshaya Namaha. Om Durnirikshaya Namaha. Om Pratapnaya Namaha. Om Mahadamstraya Namaha. Om Yuddha Pragnaya Namaha. Om Chanda Kopine Namaha. Om Sadasivaya Namaha. Om Hiranyakashipu Dhvamsine Namaha. Om Daitya Danava Bhanjanaya Namaha. Om Gunabhadraya Namaha. Om Mahabhadraya Namaha. Om Balabhadraya Namaha. Om Subhadrakaya Namaha. Om Karalaya Namaha. Om Vikaralaya Namaha. Om Vikartaya Namaha. Om Sarvakartrikaya Namaha. Om Sisumaraya Namaha. Om Trilokatmaya Namaha. Om Ishaya Namaha. Om Sarvesvaraya Namaha. Om Vibhuaya Namaha. Om Bhaivaratmam Varaya Namaha. Om Divyaya Namaha. Om Achyutaya Namaha. Om Kavine Namaha. Om Madhavaya Namaha. Om Adokshajaya Namaha. Om Aksharaya Namaha. Om Sarvaya Namaha. Om Vanamaline Namaha. Om Pradaya Namaha. Om Visvambaraya Namaha. Om Adbhutaya Namaha. Om Bhavyaya Namaha. Om Sri Vishnave Namaha. Om Purushotmaya Namaha. Om Anaghastra Namaha. Om Nakshastraya Namaha. Om Surya Jyotine Namaha. Om Sureswaraya Namaha. Om Sahasra Bahuaya Namaha. Om Sarvagyaya Namaha. Om Sarva Siddhi Pradayakaya Namaha. Where did it go? Which number is it? I think I missed it.
70.
There it is, 70. Om Sarvagyaaya Namaha. Om Sarva Siddhi Pradakyaya Namaha. Om Vajra Dhamstraya Namaha. Om Vajra Nakhaya Namaha. Om Mahanandaya Namaha. Om Sarva Mantraika Rupa Namaha. Om Sarva Yantra Vidramaya Namaha. Om Sarva Tantra Makaya Namaha. Om Avyaktaya Namaha. Om Suvyaktaya Namaha. Om Bhakta Vatsala Namaha. Om Vaishaka Sukla Bhotatbhaya Namaha. Om Saranagat Vatsalaya Namaha. Om Udara Kirtine Namaha. Om Punyatmaya Namaha. Om Mahatmaya Namaha. Om Chandra Vikramaya Namaha. Om Vedatrayaya Namaha. Om Prapujyaya Namaha. Om Bhagavanaya Namaha. Om Parameswaraya Namaha. Om Srivatsamkaya Namaha. Om Jagat Vyapine Namaha. Om Jaganmayaya Namaha. Om Jagat Palaya Namaha. Om Jagannathaya Namaha. Om Mahakhagugaya Namaha. Om Virupa Bhrityaya Namaha. Om Paramatmaya Namaha. Om Param Jyotine Namaha. Om Nirgunaya Namaha. Om Rikesarine Namaha. Om Paratatvaya Namaha. Om Param Dhamaya Namaha. Om Sachidananda Vigrahaya Namaha. Om Lakshmi Narsimhaya Namaha. Om Sarvatmaya Namaha. Om Dhiraya Namaha. Om Pralada Palakaya Namaha. Tavakara Kamalavare Natha Adbhuta Shringa Dalita Hiranyakasipu Tanubringa Keshavadita Narahari Rupa
शुभ पावन दर्शन की जय श्री प्रभुपाद की जय भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती ठाकुर गोस्वामी श्री प्रभुपाद की गौर ठाकुर की जय रूप सनातन भट्ट रघुनाथ श्री गोपाल भट्ट दास रघुनाथ गोस्वामी गण की प्रेम श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य गौर नित्यानंद श्री गौर भक्त वृंदावन मथुरा श्री रघुनाथपुरी धाम की श्री महाप्रभु की महाप्रभु चंद्रदाय मंदिर की सारा विश्व भवन मंगल राम संकीर्तन प्रचार की जय सर्वविघ्न विनाश कर नृसिंह भगवान की प्रहलाद महाराज की शुभ नववर्ष की समस्त भक्ति जय निताय गौर प्रमाण all Gurishta Dasamudravris, all Gurishta Dasamudravris, all Gurishta Dasamudravris, all Gurishta Sri Guru and Gauranga, all Gurishta Sri Prabhupada ki. Thank you. This
Hare Krishna. So we have reached the end of our program today. We would like to thank each and every one of you for participating and showing so much of your enthusiasm in being here today and having such an auspicious beginning to our new year. So thank you so much once again. We will be back again next Sunday. Probably at our normal time at 11. So we hope to see all of you again on Sunday. Until then, let us keep chanting, let us keep reading more of Srila Prabhupada books, like how Prabhuji recommended we should read the Bhagavad Gita more and more. And let us keep praying, especially for our spiritual master, His Holiness Jayapataka Swami Guru Maharaj, and all the other devotees. So let us keep increasing our devotional service and always remember Krishna. So thank you so much. We will see you again next Sunday. Hare Krishna. Let us chant Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jai Harinam Sankirtan ki Jai, Srila Prabhupada ki Jai.